Welcome to another episode of Your Time Matters. I am your host, Tamron, joining you here each week with a cup of delicious, healthy tea. And the magic that is in my teacup this week is a combination of herbs, but with two very specific ingredients of dried rose petals and Roman chamomile. So stay tuned till the end of this video, and I'm going to share with you why I chose this combination of herbs to be in my teacup this week. And of course, I've added a dash of raw honey, not only to enhance the flavor, but to give my immune system a great big boost. Each week, I'm here to guide you and educate you about what is happening in the astrological sky and how it is affecting all of us down here on the planet on a personal and an emotional level. As a certified astrologer, we have a very powerful energy of two planets that are going to be moving together in the sky and then coming together and then moving apart again over the next month. So this is going to have an energy from the middle of February until the middle of March. Now, remember, you don't have to be an astrologer to really understand what is happening in the sky. I'm here to share with you what you might be experiencing and how you might be feeling as these two planets of Venus and Jupiter are dancing around, because the planet of Venus represents our core values and the planet of Jupiter really represents our spirituality or our purpose and why we're here on this planet. And as they come together, we might find that we are ready to make some choices in our life that involve what we really stand for, these core values that are within each of us. And remember, they're different for everybody. And this is also a signature in your personal astrological birth chart, because each sign has a very strong signature that really resonates with their values. And this is where understanding astrology can really help you to say, am I in alignment and am I making choices of who I really am and not what other people are telling me to do or telling me what I have to be or how I have to behave. And this is where the alignment occurs. So just pay attention to what's happening over the next month. And if you're feeling called to make some choices and you don't understand why, but just inside of you, you know that this is a great choice for you, I'm going to encourage you to just really sit down and to ask yourself some very important questions, because this is what's been occurring in the community around me. As a spiritual alchemist, I always encourage people to write things down. And I'm going to give you three different things that I'm going to encourage you to think about, reflect on, and to write down in some form of a journal for yourself over the next month. And I've kind of had this in this guided journal, but I've added the two other ones down here below. And the first one is, what are you grateful for? What are some of the challenges that you've gone through and worked through over the past few years where you realize you've stepped into your power, you've really stepped into that part of yourself, and you're really making choices that are aligned with your soul? Also, another five things that I would like to encourage you to reflect on is, what are you good at? And also, five things that you just love doing. So, the combination of these three questions might help to guide you so that you feel more aligned in some of these choices that you're going to be wanting to make as these two planets again are dancing around in the sky, because it is affecting you on some level, whether you realize it is happening or not. And this is why I encourage you to come back and join me each week as I share with you what's happening in the astrological sky and really how it's affecting all of us down here on the planet. And as promised, I want to share with you the combination of herbs that are in my teacup this week. And the two main ingredients are dried rose petals and Roman chamomile. Now, this is a combination of herbs that I picked up at my local grocery store here in Northern Ontario. And it literally only cost $5 and it was double the amount that I put into this container. So again, go into your local health food stores, go into your local grocery stores, or even speak to someone you know, or do some of your research online and encourage yourself to start using some of these natural remedies that can help to balance what you're feeling on an emotional level so that you can feel stronger and to really connect with some of the positive benefits that you can be feeling as these planets are being activated in the astrological sky. So, if you've enjoyed some of the information that I've shared with you in this week's video, I encourage you to come back for another episode of Your Time Matters. If you are a woman aged 21 years and up, and you'd like to gather with a global online community of other women who are just like you, who aren't necessarily an astrologer, but you'd like to learn a little bit more about the basic elements of astrology and how that applies to you either in your personal life or even in your business, I encourage you to click on the link below that's associated with this video. And inside of my global community on Facebook called Inner Lights Academy, a spiritual empowerment and self help community, I share exactly what's in this video and I give you some inside scoop and secret hacks onto more information about what's happening in the astrological sky before it goes out into the public every Thursday, and deeper information as to why I chose specific herbs. And sometimes, even I'll talk about how to use high grade essential oils for emotional well being and also Bach flower essences because I am certified and trained in that area. So, these are some of the tools and the secret hacks that I encourage you to use so that you can stay more emotionally balanced as the planets are being activated in the astrological sky each week. And also, as a spiritual alchemist, I'm always going to encourage you to do some of these other practices that really help you connect with yourself and to really learn how to trust your intuition and to make some of these choices on your own, because this really is powerful when you can begin to have this relationship with your higher self, the universe, God, whatever your language is that you connect with. This is what I encourage you to do. And it really takes time and practice to really spend time alone and to be in a peaceful, safe place, whether you're out in nature or a quiet place or wherever it is that you need to be, so that you have that relationship. And then you write down what it is that you are hearing and keep track of it, because sometimes it's awesome to really put down your thoughts, your ideas, and come back to it maybe a day or two later and to say, wow, I wrote that. And really, that is your higher self. So again, click on the link below or whatever is associated with this video. I'd love to have you inside of my community as it grows and builds into a global massive community for women, and there's all kinds of wonderful events happening, free master classes, some paid master classes. You can work with me privately, one-on-one, or even in some small group efforts as I teach you more of my secret hacks. So there is something for everybody based on your price point to be inside of my community. So I look forward to seeing you on the inside. Cheers for now, ladies. Bye-bye.